UJGamers.com.
And welcome back. We're going to take this opportunity to tell you about the Jaguar red screen of death. Because apparently anytime you don't put the cartridge in correctly, you get this screen. Wah, wah. Welcome back, everybody. Today we're taking a look at, however the hell you say that, Valdier... Somebody please correct me on that. Skiing and snowboarding for the Atari Jaguar.
French.
Possibly. I mean, it's got enough
French.
Little quotation thingies in it.
Yeah. Actually, I think that one quotation thingy up there above the E is supposed to be a, like, accent mark.
Okay. So what does it mean?
I have no clue.
Oh. Well, I thought you were going to be helpful as far as that goes.
No.
So what do we want to play today? Snowboarding or skiing?
Let's go with snowboarding, if you're okay with that.
You have the controller, dude. Pick what you want.
Fair enough.
It is brought to us by Virtual Studio.
Come on.
I think. Yeah, Virtual Studio. They have their name all over it. And here we get a look at some snowboarding. It's kind of like a slalom track. As you can see, he's got a timer there.
And I'm not doing real well.
Yeah, you are kind of missing a few of those. Like, all of them. I bet if they get points for hitting the poles, though, you'd be good.
Well, if you're on the inside of the poles, you get points for hitting the poles.
Yeah.
Look, I came in dead last.
Well, yeah.
I'm actually pretty far behind, too.
Yeah.
I fail. Here.
What, do you want me to try it?
Yup.
Alright. So what do you think of this?
As far as what it is, I mean, for a Winter Times game thing, I'd like to see more, like, tricks and whatnot, instead of just, like, the slalom. I'd like to see, like, a half pipe, or, like, a ski thing where you're supposed to, you know, actually come off and do, like, flips and tricks and whatnot there.
So in other words, you want SSX?
That or, like, ski or die, because
Ski or die?
there was a ski or die on the NES.
Oh, really? I thought there was just skate or die.
No, there was a ski or die. I owned it at one point.
Oh.
And you did that type of stuff. Like, there was a half pipe, and there was a downhill slalom, and there was, like, a little ramp that you do, like, ski tricks off of.
Okay.
And you get points for that stuff.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. It was kind of like a whole Winter Games Olympics type of thing.
Okay.
And I'd like to see more of that. This is just like, hey, we've got some downhill events for you.
Well, I think if we didn't suck so bad at the slalom, we might actually get a better score.
Yeah. Oh no, granted. But
You might get to see more events, too.
considering the speeds at which you have to take the slalom, kind of aggravates me.
Yeah, I slowed down considerably.
Yeah, I think the slalom might be just a smidge too challenging for what it is.
Especially for, like, an opening event.
Yeah. But the graphics are pretty decent.
Yeah, they're not bad.
And
I mean, it kind of looks 16-bit, though. Hey, I'm in 7th place now.
it's better than I was doing.
Yeah? Well, once you get the course down and know when to move everything, because it's pretty much laid out the same every time. As I say that, they change it on me.
Right. That's usually the way things work, though. I mean, in my experience. But, anyway, I mean, the snow looks fairly realistic.
It looks white.
Yeah, it looks white, and it's got some shading on it, so...
I mean, at least it's not yellow, right?
Yeah. Oh, you failed.
Did I fail? Like, fail?
Yeah, like, fail, because you missed the finish. Like, it won't even count you. See?
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Didn't even know that, did you?
You know what? I want to do downhill. Let's
Fair
do
enough.
downhill. Now watch, it probably is a slalom too.
Oh yeah, it's still downhill. That's the thing. I mean, you don't have to... And you still have to stay inside of the little red things, but I think it's designed so you're supposed to do more tricks.
I'm trying.
How'd you do that thing earlier, where you held onto the board? That's something. What, have you caught fire or something? What?
He's on fire!
This is an NBA Jam, folks. Come on.
Man, I rolled like 7 times there.
That's probably why you're on fire again.
I am a little disappointed at kind of the draw distance. I mean, it moves fast, but I can't really see what's ahead of me.
I think that's kind of the point. Skiing in general, I think, is kind of disorienting.
Fair enough. So
And-
it's a good representation of the sport then, right?
Right.
Alright. Do you think we've taken a decent enough look at Valdier's skiing and snowboarding?
Yeah, I think we're covered for this guy.
Okay. Alright. Moving on.
Alright.
Welcome, everyone. We are taking a look at Iron Soldier for the Atari Jaguar.
Nice.
This is actually a pretty decent game.
It sounds good.
Yeah, it has good music.
Oh no, I was just saying the name itself. But yes, the music does sound good, and the artwork looks fantastic. Ooh, is this a mech game?
Yeah, this is a mech game. It takes a little bit to get used to the controls, but once you get the controls down, you're actually in pretty good shape.
Okay.
So we're going to start in the first area here.
Oh, and you'll
The
be taking on
resistance
tanks.
You want to destroy a warehouse complex. So you follow the road out of town to get there. Alright, I'm going to take this.
Yeah, looks like the only weapon you get, so I would recommend that.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea, huh?
Just a bit. Unless you're gonna fisticuffs everything you meet. In which case, seeing as they do have tanks, supposedly speaking... Hey, look, there's one now! Looks like they do have tanks. How about those apples? Alright, well, we better find that road out of town. They don't give you an objective or anything on the heads-up display there, huh?
You got kind of a... You see the dots and everything. I mean, that's... Oh. You hold down C to move, which is a little cumbersome. But once you're kind of moving, you're moving. I mean, it's no Steel Battalion.
Right.
And then you just kind of direct him in the way you want him to go.
But I mean...
Now, obviously, I got some enemies behind me, so I'm going to want to kind of turn around. I mean, he does turn like a tank, but then again, it's a walking mech. So, I can't complain too much.
Right. And I'm kind of impressed with this a little bit more than the last game that we went through, because...
Well, look at the rendering on it. I mean,
uh,
there's actually some decent detail to it.
Yeah, there's actually some texturing here and there, and windows, and the mountains in the background are all, like, static background, like, hey, we pre-rendered these somewhere else, like you've seen in Resident Evil games on the GameCube in the future. If you had gone in a time machine and gone forward. But yeah, it looks
people are
not
still
bad.
watching this in 2000 whatever. So
True enough. But for the timeline that if we say we're in here.
yeah. If we were looking at it from this point in time.
From this timeline, I mean, it's not fair to look at it from like, hey, we're looking at it from 2011.
Right.
That's kind of ridiculous.
Right.
Because it's not fair to the game or the system.
Yeah, you kind of have to look at the system in the context of what it is.
Right.
Well, that the helicopters kind of went down.
I mean, the console came out in '93. It was supposed to compete directly with
the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis.
Right.
So.
And the price point on this guy was what, like $250?
$249.99.
$250.
Yeah, $250.
And the SNES was what, $150, and
yeah,
the Genesis was.
They were about $150 at that time. I mean, give or take.
All right.
And its nearest competitor that came out that year was the Panasonic 3DO, which it definitely beat as far as price point went, because the 3DO went for about $700.
But from what I've seen of the 3DO, it was far and away ahead of its time. It was.
Oh yeah, the 3DO was definitely worth it at the time, but most people didn't feel that way.
That's understandable.
So the Jaguar was an affordable console to get right off the bat. It had a small selection of games to start with. The Cybermorph and...
Iron Soldier here.
Iron Soldier didn't make it out until the year after. I still like the way this plays, though. Still walks like a tank.
No, it's understandable. I mean, you're pretty much a huge mechanized robot doing battle with airplanes and tanks. I'm sure both of which are more maneuverable.
Yeah, that's true. This may be our equipment facility that we're trying to destroy. Let's see if I can pick up the pace. Oh, no. Move forward. There we go. We're at full speed.
Yeah, it does look that way. Oh, get the tank.
Tank down. Oh, again, this is a Jaguar game, so we're gonna give you a look at what the other buttons do. Okay. 8 gives you a time thing, and 9 switches out your weapon. So now I can go and dragon punch the building.
Did you say you're going to dragon punch the building?
Yes.
Yeah. That'll be entertaining. I kind of want to see the building spin away from you in, like, crazy amounts of fire. Because, well...
Dragon punch! Oh, look. I got to knight some.
Some of you believe your system is the most advanced in the universe. Let's review the numbers. Sega Genesis is 16 bits. 3DO is 32 bits. The Atari Jaguar is 64 bits. Which is more advanced? Clifford! 16 and 32 are less than 64. So with 64 bits, 3D graphics, real-world animation, and lightning speed that you can only get with Jaguar, which is more advanced? Clifford!
Can you repeat the question?
Jaguar! Jaguar! Jaguar!
UJGamers.com
Yeah.